Well, hello there. Granny is back. And there's some beautiful yarn over here. And I've got a lot to tell you. Oh, it's been such a long time. Got myself a nice cup of tea. Which follow the Vedas. This is marigold and olive leaf. Follow the Vedas. Find them on Etsy or something. They have very, very nice teas. I'm going to let it trekken eventjes. So all the taste of the leaves get into the tea, and then you have a biological herbal tea, I think. Well, it's been a while. Fonne has been busy and using the camera, and then I couldn't use the camera. Look, she made this and all kinds of stuff over here. She knitted some socks for herself, and oh my goodness, she has been so busy. And then Tineke came along from the second-hand wool shop thing with all new yarns. A second-hand wool shop with new yarns. That's crazy. But Tineke asked Fonne, hey, do you like this yarn? And Fonne says, yeah, I like this yarn. But what's that kevia doing? That one. That kevia. It's not a dead kevia, Fonne. It is a pompon. There should be a little piece of elastic. Yes, here. See? It's not a kevia and it's not dead. Here. You see? And then you can make a hat or whatever you want. And with the elastic and a button, you can attach a pompon. It's not a dead kevia. But Tineke also gave the scheepjes scrumptious made with recycled plastic bottles. Well, with such a nice yarn, I want to crochet, I said to Fonne. And Fonne said, well, okay, you do your thing. So I'm going to crochet with this. And with this is something completely different. Oh, I just watched a movie from Monty Python. And now for something completely different. Micro Lady van Tropical Lane. Now, what is Micro Lady? It's a very fluffy and soft yarn. And this is very, very pink. Color number 708. Very pink. And then this more purple, but there's other color with it. Can you see? It's not really purple. There's some bluish in it. And this is color number 376. A, and dan a C with a centicule or something eronder. And AI, artificial intelligence, bowl. So you should make a bowl out of it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to make a hat. I love hats. And there is something else. Oh, I am so confused at the moment. What do I have to tell you? Well, this is pretty thick yarn, this plushy stuff. And that's what I'm going to use as the brim of the hat. And this, compared to this, is very thin yarn. It's not very thin, but when you compare it, it is. So I want to crochet with 2 threads. And then I can say, okay, give me 2 skeins of yarn, 2 balls of yarn. But that's not what all I am going to need. So I'm going to have a rest. And that's zonne. So what I am going to do, I have my scale. And this is 100 gram, and I am going to roll off 50 grams. So I have 2 balls of 50 grams. Just about, ongeveer, in de buurt van, you know. So I'm going to roll one ball off and roll one ball on. And then, maybe I should weigh for the certainty to make sure it's really 100 gram. Let me see. You see, 98. It's just always depending on the humidity and all. It can vary a little bit. Now, 98 divided by 2 is 49. So when I have unraveled this and upraveled this, then I should have 2 of just about 49 grams. And I don't have to be afraid the kevia will run off because it's dead. No, it's not a dead kevia. I'm just kidding. Well, and when I have done that, I am going to crochet with hook number 6 millimeters, the J. That's in America, the J. 6 millimeters. That's where I'm going to crochet with. I'm going to put this down out battery savings. And I will be back when I have 2 balls. Just about even zwaar. Ta-da! I did it! 2 balls of 49 grams. Huh? So now I'm going to cut them. Woohoo! And then I have got 2. And the scale can go back to the kitchen. And now we are ready to crochet. Finally. This one is a bit annoying. Okay. You can make a cake out of it with some yarn winder, but please do as you like. We are going to crochet a hat. Like I said, with a crochet needle 6 millimeters and a sip of my tea. Look, the tea. Oh. And the hat itself is going to be very simple. Because of the furry brim, you don't want an ingewikkeld pattern stitch for the hat. Just simple. We're going to start with a magic loop or with 4 chains. Well, I prefer the magic loop because you can. No, let's do 4 chains. I changed my mind. We're going to do 4 chains. And I forgot the stitch marker, I think. Fauna has such a mess over here, but no stitch. Yes, a stitch marker in the mess. Nice. Okay, 4 chains. 1, and you crochet with 2 threads, like it is 1, eh? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And now in the first chain, you close your ring with a slip stitch. Like that. I still can film. It's been a long time, but I still can do it. You see, you've got yourself a little ring and we are going to crochet in the ring. And now we are, I think we are going to do half double crochets. I love half double crochets. You start with 1 chain. That doesn't count as a stitch. That's just to bring the yarn up. And now in your small ring, you are going to crochet 9 half double crochets. 9 or 8 or 10, whatever you want. I do 9. So this is the first one, half double crochet. And I put the stitch marker in the first, so I know that's where the round ends, because we are going to crochet in continuous rounds. That's the most easy thing to do. So this is 1, and then this is 2, and 3 I'm going to make. 3, yes, 3, and then 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8. Look, and when you do 8, you get a little tiny point at the top of your head. And when you do 10, it's going to be a little wavery. And with 9, I hope it will stay flat on top of your head. So do whatever you like. It's always okay. I have got 9 stitches. And now in the first one, where the stitch marker is, I'm going to do 2 half double crochets. This is the start of the second round. So in the first one, a stitch marker, and I do another double crochet in the same stitch. So now I have 2. And you do that all the way around. No matter with how many stitches you started, do 2 in each stitch. So you end up with the double amount of stitches. I had 9 starting half double crochets, and now I do 2 in each stitch, so I end up with 18. Woohoo! And just crochet with your 2 threads as if it is 1 thread. Just do it. This is 2 again, and the next. And the last 2 double crochet, half double crochets, you need to say it right, Granny. The last 2 half double crochet, you crochet in the stitch before the stitch marker. You see, before. So, not in the stitch with the stitch marker, but in the stitch. Oh, you need to do 2, Granny. Pay attention. 1 and 2, and one more time. 1 and 2. So, that was round number 2. And when you pull on your tail, the hole will be smaller, but not completely closed, just smaller, like that. Let's start with round number 3. Okay, next round. First, take out the stitch marker, like that. And now you crochet 1 half double crochet, and in the next stitch 2. So this is 1 in the first, 1 half double, stitch marker in the stitch, so you know that is the first one, and then 2 in the next stitch. 1 and 2, and then 1, and in the next one 2, and you do that all the way around. And then I see you at the end of the round. I think this is 1 and this is 2. And I've got lots of stories, but I have to pay attention to what I am doing, so I don't have space in my head, if you say that to tell you stories. I know Vonne has a new cat. It's a kitten. His name is Dickie. It's a bit funny name in English, Dickie. But okay, this is 1. Let me pay attention. This is 1. And then 2 in this one. 1 and 2. But it's a funny cat. He's a bit naughty. Just as Tommy was. Tommy was naughty as well, you know. This is 1. And then this will be 2. Tommy was very naughty. So Dickie too. But Tommy is now very caring. He comes home with a mouse and gives it to Dickie, so Dickie can learn how to chase mice. Ha! It's funny. I had to take a sip. But Vonne doesn't think it's funny, and Wiebe doesn't think it's funny. But I think it's so attentive of Tommy, learning little Dickie. Yeah. Vonne just wanted so that Tommy learned it to Dickie outside, to chase mice, and not inside the living room. 1 and 2. I see I can talk and crochet. You see, it goes well. Oh, I am so good. Here, 1 more, I must not say I'm good, but because then it goes miss. This is 1 and 2 in the last. You always end your round with 2 in 1 stitch. Okay, next. Take out your stitch marker and 1 half double crochet in the first stitch. And in the next stitch, 1 half double crochet. Like this. Oh. Away you little tail. So that's 2 times 1 half double crochet, and now 1 time 2 half double crochets. This is 1 and this is 2. So you continue the round. 1, 1 and 2. You do this all the way around and I see you at the end, okay? Then I will take a sip and all, and I will see you at the end of the round. So, the next round. Stitch marker out. In the first stitch, 1 half double. Stitch marker back in. In the next stitch, a half double. In the next stitch, a half double, so you have 3 half doubles in a row, and in the next one you do 2, like that. So 1, 1, 1, and then 2, and you do that all the way around. And when I'm back, I will explain how much time you need to do this to get a fitting hat. Okay? But first, let me do this. Take a sip of my tea, have a little talk with Wiebe because he came home from shopping. And then I'll be back. Okay, I am at the end of my round. And I take off my stitch marker for a minute and put it in the loop because I don't want to lose the loop. I don't want it to run away. I am going to explain something about the sizes of hats, how you can measure a hat to fit. First of all, you need to know the diameter or circumference, de doorsnee of de omtrek. To me, I take the diameter, the doorsnee, and over here it's about 12 centimeters. And I multiply by 3.14, and then the answer is the circumference, de omtrek, in centimeters. 12 multiplied, about 12, multiplied by 3.14 is about 37 centimeters. My hat is a larger circumference. So, I measure my hat. I measure, and it's about 57 centimeters. That means when I divide 57 by 3.14, that the hat should be about 17 centimeters, no, a little bit more. But there is an exception. You always need to make the circumference of the hat smaller than the circumference of your head, because it stretches and you don't want the head to fall down your nose over your chin and all. You want it to be comfy around your head, so make it smaller. I usually, for my head, do about 16 centimeters diameter. So when I do one other row of half double crochet, I should almost be there. I'm going to try it out. This is very serious. Wow! There's nothing like you, Granny, all that serious talk, but it's not so complicated. Voor onze Nederlandse vrienden, je neemt de doorsnee van het lapje wat je aan het haken bent. En het aantal centimeters, dat vermenigvuldig je met pi, met 3,14. En de uitkomst is dan de omtrek van de cirkel. Zo, dat is dan de uitkomst. Dus dat moet dan de uitkomst, de omtrek van je hoofd zijn. Maar de muts die rekt altijd uit. Dus de omtrek van je lap moet kleiner zijn dan de omtrek van je hoofd. Mijn hoofd heeft een omtrek van ongeveer 57 centimeter. En mijn lapje is nu 12 centimeter. Nou, keer 3,14, dan is hij nog steeds te klein. Ik ga dus gauw nog even 1 rondje haken en dan ga ik kijken hoe groot of dat de omtrek dan is. So, let's continue. There was a little bit of Dutch for our Dutch friends, but all our international friends, I hope you understand what I just explained. Now, next round, we are going to do 4 half double crochets. This is 1. And 2. And 3 and 4, and in the next stitch you do 2 stitches. So as you have maybe noticed, each round we do 1 more double crochet before we do the increase, the 2 in 1 stitch. Is 1 1 1 1 and then 2, and this you keep on repeating until the diameter of your head, of your circle, is as big as you need it to get a little bit smaller circumference than your head. And I am going to try that as well. And then you will see me back and we can continue. So, let me take a sip of my cold tea. It's iced tea. In the meantime, I do love it. I have done 2 rounds. So in the last round, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 half double crochets behind each other, and then 2 in 1 stitch. And you can do that. Doesn't matter with how many half double crochets you started in the beginning. Just follow this counting program, and then you will finally do it right. Really. Now, I have measured. It is about 17 centimeters diameter. And then I take the counting machine. I got the sommetje there already. Wait a minute. You do 17. Can you read that? Yes. 17. And then times 3.14 is 53.38 centimeters. And my head is about 57, and I told you to make it smaller. So for me, this is all right, this circumference. And now I have to do another measurement. And you know what? You have to measure over your head, from the point of your ear to the point of your ear. Like this. Oh yeah, I can't show you, but from the point of my ear over my head to the point of my ear is about 30 centimeters. And now I have to crochet in the without mirroring, without increases, until the circumference, the diameter is about 30 centimeters. And when you want to make it easy, the head will go flat like that, and then you have to crochet the length of your head, the half what you measured from ear to ear over your head. Let's say that kevia is your head, and you measure from ear to ear, top of your ear, because this brim with this furry stuff will go over your ear and make the head a bit bigger, bit longer. So measure from ear to ear, and then from the middle to the top of your ear, that is this part. So your head will fit. And I am making a mess. There goes my centimeter. But okay, I am going to do that. And for me it was about 15 centimeters, I said, 30 all from ear to ear, so half is 15, so this in total should be 15, and now it is 7, 8. It isn't precision work. You just do something. It's not a wedding dress, Miranda would say, from hashtag make it met Miranda. Her cafe community. Oh, she is so sweet. Well, I'm going to do that. And I will be back when the length is 15 centimeters. So crochet, 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 or half double crochets. No more 2 stitches in 1 stitch. And I am going to mark this first one, and I keep crocheting and still marking the first one, so I know where to stop, so I don't get a crooked head. I have a crooked head, and a head, I don't know, head. And I don't want to make another one crooked. I want, no. Granny, you are really nuts. Really, you are. Just crochet a head with a dead kevia and see where you're going to put it. Are you going to put it on top or on the side or on the furry pink brim? You do you, and I will be back when I am ready. Yes. Oh, I'm a bit tired. I don't know why. Well, I assisted Annie just a minute ago. Annie is making a stampot, hutspot, and she asked me, would you like to bake the speckies for me? So I baked the speckies for Annie, so Annie can so meteen make the hutspot. It's nice. It's cold outside and it is grey and grauw weather, so now hutspot is nice. And the soup would be nice as well, pea soup, but I don't have pea stuff. Vonne doesn't have pea stuff, and Wiebe is just back from shopping and he didn't bring any pea stuff. So Annie can't cook any pea soup, so it's going to be hutspot. Nice. Okay, I am going to the couch, and I'm going to crochet, and I will be back when I'm not tired anymore, and we can continue the head with the pink brim. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. You see, it's going to be a little cup like that. And you see, it stretches out. Het gaat niet recht zo, maar it stretches out a bit. With the kevia. So, I am there. This is when I fold it double, like this. I'm at the end of the round. Here is my stitch marker. And here is the top of the head. And I've got my centimeter. And I measure. Oh, I'm not almost. Oh, it's 15 and I wanted 16, I think. Okay, I will crochet one more round. I thought I was there, but I am not. See, it's 15 and I want... Oh, no, I did want 15 because when I measure over my head to my ears, it was 30. So this is good. Oh, now I'm happy because in the meantime, I got myself a cup of coffee. And now I have to tell you something very complicated. Really, so pay attention. This is the last stitch and here is the stitch marker. I'm removing that. And now I'm going to do a single crochet. Not a half double, but a single crochet. And then a slip stitch. Like that. See? And now I can cut the yarn. Okay. And pull it one more time through the loop. Like that. And now we are going to crochet with this very soft but thick yarn. And I will show you something. Look, I've got 2 needles. On the label it says here, needle 9 to 10. But when you put such a thick needle through this, oh wait, there's another one, through your stitch, and you take, this is 10 millimeter, it's not very handy to do. You will fight your stitches, that's not handy. And I am going to make the first round with my 6 millimeter needle. This is 7. Could I do it with 7? It can be. You know what? I will take the 7 millimeter, but you could use your 6. No, I'm going to use 6 to make things not extra complicated. And we are going to crochet 1 round of slip stitches. And you do it like this. This is the end, just about, eh? So, I'm going to put my needle here in this hole, where above is the single crochet. But you start wherever you like. And then you take your yarn and you pull it through. And you leave the tail. Don't do anything with the tail, but the working yarn, the other tail, the working yarn is over your finger. And now you skip 1 stitch. You skip 1. And in the next one, you are going to pull up a loop. But, wait a minute. Don't pull it too tight. You have to let the loop that's on your needle jump over the 1 stitch you skipped and make the stitch. So again, skip the next stitch and go to the one after that. Pull up your yarn and pull it through the loop on your needle and pull it out so it lays nice and flat on your work. When you take every stitch to make a slip stitch, you get too many stitches. This is very thick yarn and you don't want as many stitches as you have on your head with the thinner needle. So, next, skip 1 and in the next, pull up your loop and pull it through. And give it the space it needs. You see, like this. Next, you go all the way around. Skip 1 and in the next one, a slip stitch. Pull up a loop, through the loop on your needle and pull it up. And give that stitch the space it needs to skip the 1 stitch. I will show you one more time. So, here is the slip stitch. You skip the next stitch and in the next one you pull up a loop. Like that. And pull it through. Make it what larger. So you have the space to jump over. Well, do this all the way around and I will meet you at the back. Of at the beginning, how you want to call it. And I will take a sip of my coffee. So, this is what I have got. I've got a little space here at the end. And I've made my last slip stitch over here. Now I'm going to put my needle underneath that first loop. You see? Don't worry too much. Just go underneath and pull up your loop and make a slip stitch like that. You see, it's such a fussy yarn, a little mistake or something you will not be able to see. That is the nice about this furry yarn. And now I'm going to try my 10mm needle because that's what's on the label. And first of all those tails out of the way. And I am going to make a single crochet. So, this is the first over here. Here comes the loop out and then I have to go to the next one. And I am going to make one chain first. And around that chain I'm going to put my stitch marker. Like that. It's around the chain. And now I feel with my fingers for the next loop over here. Just feel it. Put your needle underneath and make a single crochet. Now you have here and then you feel for the next one. You see, just feel. And make a single crochet. And now when you pull it, you feel over here that the hole is bigger. And then you go with your other hand to search for the next hole. That's over here. And you make a single crochet. You see? Here is the first. And this one is still empty. It's the next one. So I'm going to make a single crochet. Pull on that stitch. This hole is opening and then here there is a connection and here is the next hole. And that's where I'm going to put my needle in and make a single crochet. And I'm going all the way around like this. So pull up that stitch, then the hole gets bigger, then you know, okay, that hole, that one is used. Then you see a kind of connection from the two slip stitches, and the next hole is empty, and there you're going to make a single crochet, like that. So, it's not as much as looking. This kind of yarn is a lot like feeling. Feel the holes. And it looks complicated, but it isn't, really. Just try it. And it's very thick yarn and it is fuzzy yarn, so when you make a mistake, no one will know. Look, here is this one and then the connection and then over here. And you see, I'm just feeling the stitches. I could do this with my eyes closed, but you don't see I have my eyes closed. But it is really possible because you just feel. You feel the hole over here with the stitch in it, then you feel the connection, and then you feel the next opening over here. And that's where you put your needle in. It is really not that complicated. And that's why I made a yarn over. I don't need to do a yarn over. Here is the last one, here is the next. I wasn't doing a yarn over to make a half double crochet, but we are doing single crochet. And this brim you can make as long as you like. I would make it at least till over my ears, because the head itself was to my ears, the top of my ears. Here's the last one, here's the next one. So I would like this soft brim over my forehead and over my ears. But if you made your head part longer, this is the last one, so here is the next. If you made your head part longer, then maybe you want a shorter brim. Or maybe you want to vouw your brim. That's possible too. Just see how much yarn you have. I don't know how large my brim is going to be, because I don't know how much yarn it's going to need. I don't. What's it on the label? Let me see. It's 50 grams. It's 32 meters. About, it's always about 100% polyester. The color number is 708. From Tropical Lane, Micro Lady. All the links to the yarns will be down in the description. To Tineke from the tweedehandswolwinkel.nl. And this is all new yarn. There's nothing second hand on. It's all first hand. It's all new. But that is how she started her shop about 10 years ago. She started her shop with second hand yarn. And now she has both second hand and new. And this is new. And oh my, this is so soft. I want a PJ with this soft yarn. Oh, and I would never get dressed again. Oh, I would not get dressed when I had a PJ of this yarn. I'm almost there, you see. Here's the first. And then I have to pay attention that I do it all right. Just as you. I've got one over here. And then I am at the chain stitch. One more. Yeah, one more. And then I'm at the chain stitch. So I'm gonna go to the chain stitch with my marker here and make a single crochet around that chain. And my stitch marker back in the first single crochet I just made. So, and then I'm feeling for the next one. You see? It's just, this is even more simple because the holes are a little bit bigger. Just feel it. You see, this one is used, this one isn't. Hoppakee, a single crochet. Hoppakee, look, see? A single crochet. This one is used, this one isn't. This is really, really easy. It's more easy than picking up those stitches from the slip stitches. And the slip stitches are just so you don't get big holes here when you crochet with the thick needle into thinner holes. That's why I did the slip stitches over there. Now you just feel and single crochet and you see how fast this goes. And I think, I don't know how long, but I will be back when it's finished. Oh no, then we have the dead kevia. What are we going to do with the dead kevia? I want the dead kevia on this head. It's so fun. Look, here it is, the dead kevia. Maybe I will put it over here or on the side. Oh, Oh, look. Yes, I will be back with the kevia. So, I am done, huh? I'm at the end of the round. Here is the stitch marker. And it is wide enough. And oh, this is soft. And I still have yarn left. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut off yarn. I always take a long tail because I like that very much. And where the stitch marker is, I'm going to make a slip stitch. Oh wait, de loop een bit aantrekken. So, here is the last stitch and here is the next hole. A slip stitch, one more time through halen. And you're done. And now it is very difficult to find a needle with the eye large enough to fit this thread through. So what I'm going to do, I take my 6 millimeter and I'm going to weave this yarn, just find the stitch somewhere and pull it through. And another one over here. Just find a hole where your needle can go through and pull the thread through on the inside of the brim, because I'm not going to fold it over. And on the outside you don't see anything. It's just on the inside. And when you reach your beginning tail, you can make a little knot with the beginning tail, 2 times through, and again 2 times through, and it will never come undone. Cut it off. And now you have your end tail from the head itself, remember? And I'm going to get something to make the dead kevia on the head. Oh, I am so excited. This is so much fun. Wait a minute, I will be right back. Look, I've got it. This is my treasure chest. Ta-da! All kinds of nice buttons. I love buttons. I've got 2 of those to check. I love them. But what I need is a button. Not too big, not too small. So this elastic band can go around the button on the inside of the head. And then when you are washing it, you can take off that kevia and wash it and put it back on, and then it doesn't go all ugly in the washing machine or something. I think this is a nice one, but will the thread go through it? I forgot to get the needle also. Oh, there's quite small holes. I will see what I can do. Wait a minute. Okay, I've got myself a button where my needle can go through. I have a very big eye, because that's for me, that's very handy. And the button says, gebracht door de ooievaar, brought by the stork. Yeah, but it's going to be on the inside of my head, and no one will notice. So my treasure chest can go closed. And now I have got, put it away like that. And I did fit it, let me find the elastic band over here. See, I did try if I could get the button through the elastic band. And it can. You see, you have to fit the button to the elastic band, but it fits. So now I am taking these 2 threads. And what shall I do? Both tegelijk. Both threads through the eye of my needle. Like that. So. And then the button needs to be on the inside of the head. Over here. Because then on the outside you can put the kevia. So, first through the eye. See, it fits. And then through the head. To the outside. And then a bit nice in the other hole. It sits over here, so I go over here. So, through the button. You must do it quite tight. And then one more time back. So, it's quite tight. And now through another hole, I go to the inside. You don't see it, go. So go to the inside. I get my threads, and one of them I'm going to tie around the button, so twice. And now I can make a knoopje. A button in my button thread. And pull it tight. And one more time. And cut it off. Make sure you don't cut in your head, because then you have done all your work for nothing. And now you take your kevia and a crochet needle, and then in de buurt van je button, so put your needle out, get the elastic band of your kevia and pull it through. And then around the button. And that should work. Come on, Granny, you can do this. Around the button. Come on. Yeah. Like that. And then you have a kevia. You also can do it at the top of your head. Where we started, you can put the kevia over there, but I like it on the side. It's so beautiful. But now I still have to sew away the beginning thread over here. So I'm going to do that as well. Also on the inside of the head, like that. And sew it. Oh, what is the matter, dear boy? Yeah. Doris has to cough. Oh, no, this one. Okay. I'll go over here. With one thread, and now I will make a button. Go through once, go through twice. Pull on the tails. And one more time. One more, two, and pull and cut off the yarn. And now you have your, how shall I call it? I can't zoom out anymore. Wait a minute, maybe I'm going to try something. Be right back. Oh yes, look at it. It is a very deftige head geworden. Oh, I love it. I love it. I am in love with it. This is so soft, and this is nice and warm. And this kevia is so special. Yeah, you could call it a pom-pom. Okay, you could call it a pom-pom. With the button, so you can get it off. Here is the elastic band, and when you want to wash your head, you can take off the pom-pom, and then you can wash it, and nothing will go wrong with the pom-pom, because that is very often the worry of someone who buys such a pom-pom from. Well, when I wash it, it comes all ugly out of the machine. Well, you can take it off. But you can do that pom-pom also on top of here. But I find it very deftig. Oh, and the colors, I love them. The scrunchie, is this the label? Yes, the scrumpjes van scheepjes. and the micro lady from Tropical Lane, and the pompon and the links are all down in the description van Tineke. And no, this button doesn't hurt your head. Really, it doesn't. So, I'm going to enjoy this one. Think of a name. You already know the name because Granny's here. And then the name of the head, of course. But we'll see. I think it will be the kevia head. I love it. See you. Bye.